God says, this message is not by accident, it is not by coincidence, and it is not by chance. This is heaven's last call to you, whispered in the Spirit, carried by the wings of Michael, sealed by the tears of Jesus. You were chosen to open this, you were chosen to hear this, and if you close your heart or look away, you will not understand why things begin to collapse around you. But if you receive this, if you keep your heart trembling yet open, then heaven will do something for you that no man can stop. My child, Jesus says your time of wandering is finished. You have delayed, you have hidden, you have ignored the signs. How many times did you feel the touch at midnight? How many nights did you feel the heavy presence near your bed, and you thought it was a dream? That was not a dream. That was heaven calling your name. Michael himself has walked the edges of your house, sword burning with fire, warding off the whispers of those who plotted against you. And yet you slept. You doubted. You thought tomorrow would always be there. But listen, tomorrow is no longer guaranteed. This is the night visitation. It is not coming for everyone, it is coming for you. Jesus says, a cry has gone out in the heavens, your name was spoken before the throne, your destiny weighed in the balances. The angels trembled when they heard it. They said, what will become of this one? What choice will they make when the message arrives? Do not harden your heart. Do not pretend you stumbled here by accident. This is sealed for you, only you, written in eternity, breaking through the resistance of demons who tried to block it. God says, you are standing at the edge of something final. The season of delay is gone. A night visitation is coming, and you will feel it. Do not say later, do not say tomorrow. Heaven says, now. Your time is finished for playing games with destiny. Either you step in or you fall away. Either you receive the oil for your lamp or you remain in darkness. Don't you see? You are standing in a moment where angels cry over you, where Jesus whispers your name with tears, where Michael lifts his sword and says, choose now. My beloved, God says, this is heaven's last call. The warnings you ignored, the whispers you brushed away, the tears you did not see, tonight they all gather. The night visitation will be proof. You will feel a weight at midnight, a stirring in your chest, a rushing of unseen wind in your room. Do not be afraid, it is heaven arriving. But if you resist, if you harden your heart, the visitation will pass you by and you will not know when the doors close forever. God says, don't play with this. Don't say, I will think about it. Don't say, later I will decide. This is not later. This is the last. A decree has gone out, before September 1st, you must decide where you stand. The heavens have been shaking. The angels have been released. And your name has been lifted in urgent tones. God says, this one cannot delay any longer. The window is closing. Jesus whispers, I love you, I called you, I bled for you, I waited for you. But the waiting is at its end. You must open the door. You must say yes now. Michael thunders, time is finished. The sword is drawn. The visitation comes tonight. Choose quickly. Don't you feel it? Even now as you read, your heart burns. Your spirit trembles. That is not imagination. That is confirmation. God says, I am near you in this moment. Do not scroll away, do not ignore this, do not pretend you didn't see. If you look away, if you close this, you will regret more than words can express. But if you open your heart, if you kneel even where you are, angels will rush to you, and the night visitation will be your turning, your miracle, your rescue. This is not about another chance, it is about your last chance. Heaven's last call. That is why you were led here at this exact hour. September 1st will not wait for you. The clock is striking, and in the midnight hour you will feel the visitation. If you open, your name will be sealed in light. If you close, the door will shut, and the cry of heaven will turn to silence. God says, don't try to reason, don't try to argue, don't try to say you have more time. You don't. The Spirit says again and again, your time is finished. A night visitation is coming. Open this before September 1st. God says, don't turn your eyes away now. You think you can wait, you think you can leave this and return later, but heaven is crying over you this very second. Jesus is not silent, he is speaking your name even now. Archangel Michael has descended with a sword of fire and he is pacing, watching, guarding, waiting for your response. Do you understand how serious this is? Every word you are reading is a thread between you and eternity. Break that thread and you fall into silence. Hold on to it, and heaven will open before you. My child, the Spirit of God says, for too long you have been careless with the whispers of heaven. You brushed away the moments when the Spirit tugged at your heart, you silenced the dreams that troubled your nights, you pushed away the feeling that someone was calling you when you were alone. But heaven never stopped calling. Jesus says, I never left, I never stopped knocking. And now, Michael cries with a thunderous warning, your time is finished. The day of wandering is over. A visitation is decreed. You will not escape the night visitation. Do not think it will pass you by. Heaven has marked you. You are chosen to encounter this. When the visitation comes, you will feel your chest heavy, your breath stolen, your room filled with weight you cannot explain. That is not fear, it is glory. That is not imagination, it is eternity breaking into your present. The angels will step into your atmosphere, and Michael himself will look upon you to see what choice you make. Jesus will whisper, "Do you open now? Do you surrender? Do you choose the light? Don't play with this." God says, too many people treat His voice like an option, like a suggestion, like something they can postpone. But this is not optional. This is final. This is the last time the door is opening to you like this. Heaven's last call. A decree is sealed that by September 1st, your decision will be recorded. The angels have prepared the scrolls. Your name is written. They are waiting for your answer. My child, don't think heaven is cruel for warning you so sharply. It is mercy. It is grace. It is love desperate to save you before the time is shut. Jesus says, "I wept for you. I carried your name into my agony. I held your destiny in my wounds. And now I plead with you, open before it is too late." The Father cries, "Why will you die? Why will you resist me when I only long to rescue you?" Michael roars, "The sword has already fallen upon the earth. Do not let it fall upon you." God says, you are surrounded by voices, distractions, lies that want to drown this out. The enemy wants you to close this, to scroll, to pretend you didn't see it. But don't you feel it? The trembling in your spirit, the urgency in your chest, the fire in your heart, this is heaven pressing upon you, saying, don't you dare skip this. Don't you dare miss this. Because once the visitation comes, you will not be able to pretend anymore. You will know heaven is real. You will know the warnings were true. And your decision will echo forever. My child, you think you still have time. You think September 1st is far. But the Spirit says, the night comes quickly, more quickly than you expect. Even now, the angels are preparing your visitation. Even now, Michael is sharpening his sword. Even now, Jesus is interceding for you, pleading before the Father, spare them one more time, let them hear, let them see, let them open before the clock strikes. This is why this message reached you. This is why no demon could block it. This is why even when distractions try to pull you away, you are here, reading this, trembling. Because heaven refused to let you go without one last call. God says, this is your moment. Don't think the world will understand. Don't tell this to anyone who will mock you. This is for you and only you. Heaven tailored this message with your name written across it. The visitation is not coming for your neighbor, not for the stranger down the road, not for the one scrolling beside you. It is coming for you. Don't be careless with it. Don't laugh at it. Don't brush it aside. This is your visitation, your last call, your rescue or your ruin. Jesus says, when the visitation comes, do not be afraid. Fall on your knees. Open your mouth. Call my name. I will answer. I will flood you with light. I will break the chains you could never break. I will silence the voices that tormented you. I will erase the stains that made you feel unworthy. I will seal your destiny. But if you resist, if you harden, if you close your heart, then the angels will depart, and the silence will be heavier than anything you can endure. Michael says, "Don't mistake my warning as cruelty. I stand as a warrior for you. I have defended you in battles you never saw. I have stood at the door of your life with sword drawn when darkness tried to devour you. But I cannot fight for you forever if you will not choose. I cannot hold back the judgment if you resist the call. I warn you now with fire in my voice, choose before the midnight visitation." The Father says, "I am giving you one more night, one more chance, one more voice crying out to you. I have marked September 1st as the line you cannot cross unchanged. Will you let me save you? Will you open your heart? Will you believe my voice over the lies? Don't waste this. Don't turn away. Don't ignore me. Heaven's last call is ringing in your ears now. Every beat of your heart is counting down to the visitation. God says, you will remember this message forever, either as the moment you opened, or as the moment you refused. God says, my child, the heavens have bent low over your life tonight. Every angel watches, every tear of Jesus drips for you, and the Father's voice trembles with both love and warning. Do not try to run from this word, for where could you run? If you go to the highest place, I am there. If you hide in the deepest shadows, I am there. If you cover your ears, still your heart will hear me. I am God, and this message is sealed upon your soul. You cannot erase it. You cannot hide from it. It will echo in you until you choose. The Spirit says, the line has been drawn. Your time of wandering is over. Your time of delaying is finished. A visitation has been decreed. At midnight, when the world slumbers, the heavens will move. Do not mistake it for chance, do not dismiss it as imagination. You will feel it. The very air around you will tremble. The silence of night will carry a weight that presses on your chest. The angels will stand close, and Michael will hover with sword lifted. Jesus himself will draw near and whisper your name. What will you do? Will you open? Will you resist? Child, I see the war inside you. Part of you trembles because you know this is true. Another part wants to run, wants to deny, wants to bury this in distraction. But God says, you cannot bury eternity. You cannot silence heaven's voice. Even if you close this message, even if you push it aside, the visitation is still coming. The midnight hour is still approaching. The scroll is still waiting for your name to be marked either in light or in silence. Jesus says, I gave everything for you. I bled until my body broke. I cried out until the heavens shook. I carried your name in my wounds. And still I wait. Still I whisper. Still I stretch out my hand. Will you take it now, before it is too late? Don't you see the love that surrounds you even in this warning? Heaven could have been silent. Heaven could have turned away. But instead, one more message, one last cry, one final visitation is being sent to your life. Because you are loved, you are chosen, you are not forgotten. Michael says, you think this warning is harsh? It is mercy. It is not cruelty, it is love burning like fire. I have fought for you, I have shielded you, I have struck down shadows that wanted to swallow you. But the battle cannot go on without your surrender. You must choose to step into the light, or the darkness will claim what you refuse to give. His sword burns even now, not to harm you but to cut away the chains, to sever the curses, to guard you if you open your heart. God says, this is not for tomorrow. Don't say, I'll change later. Don't say, I'll decide when I'm ready. The time is finished. The decree is set. Before September 1st, your name will be sealed in the scrolls either among those who opened or among those who refused. This is heaven's last call. Once the midnight visitation passes, the door will not open the same way again. Don't let regret be the only thing left in your hands. My child, remember the nights you felt a shadow in your room, the dreams that disturbed you, the moments you felt eyes upon you though no one was there. Those were warnings. That was heaven trying to reach you. That was Michael pacing the edge of your bed, keeping away the ones who wanted to drag you down. That was Jesus touching your spirit, trying to wake you before the door closed. Don't say you were never warned. Don't say heaven never spoke. You are hearing it now, with fire, with urgency, with trembling. The Father says, I am not against you. I am not condemning you. I am pleading with you. Why will you choose silence over salvation? Why will you turn away when my arms are stretched toward you? Do you think the world will save you? Do you think time belongs to you? Every breath you breathe is a gift from me, and now I demand your choice before the breath runs out. God says, don't tell this to anyone who will mock you. This is sacred. This is sealed. This is between you and heaven. If you share it with scoffers, they will laugh, and the weight of this word will lessen in your spirit. Hold it close. It is for you, only you, designed with your name written across every line. Jesus says, when the visitation comes, don't be afraid. Do not harden. Let the tears fall. Let the trembling shake you. Fall to your knees and call my name. I will answer. I will pour out peace that floods like a river. I will lift the chains that bruised you. I will wash the stains that tormented you. I will heal the wounds you thought would never close. But the Spirit warns, if you resist, if you brush it off, if you close your heart, the visitation will still come but you will not open, and heaven will record your silence. Then the door will close, and the angels will depart, and the weight you feel now will turn to emptiness, heavier than anything you can endure. This is why God says with fire, don't miss this. Don't play games. Don't delay. Every second you wait is another beat of the clock striking closer to September 1st. You cannot escape the line. You cannot run from the hour. You can only choose, light or silence, opening or refusal, life or loss. God says, my beloved child, I am still speaking, still crying, still reaching for you with urgency. Don't mistake my patience as permission to delay, because every breath you breathe is bringing you closer to the hour that cannot be turned back. The midnight visitation is not a story, not a symbol, not an empty phrase. It is real. The heavens are preparing to descend. The spirit world has been stirred for your sake. And yet you hesitate. Why? Why do you linger at the edge when I am offering you the embrace of eternity? The Father says, I made you for myself. Before you were formed, I knew you. Before you cried your first cry, I called you mine. Every detail of your life I have watched with care. Even in the moments you felt abandoned, I was guarding. Even in the moments you cursed your pain, I was weeping with you. And now, after all the patience, after all the waiting, I have decreed this, your time of wandering is finished. You cannot go on as before. The night visitation will prove it. Jesus says, I stood outside your heart too long. I knocked, I whispered, I showed you mercy after mercy. You saw things that should have destroyed you, but they didn't. You walked through fires that should have burned you, but you lived. Why? Because I shielded you. Because my blood cried out for you. Because I loved you when you didn't even notice. But how long can I stand outside, knocking? How long can I weep before you let me in? The midnight hour is near. Open before it is too late. Michael declares, I have been sent with fire in my sword and thunder in my voice, not to frighten you but to warn you. I am not a distant angel. I am here, circling your life, defending, protecting, waiting. But the command has come from heaven, time is finished. My sword cannot remain drawn forever if you refuse the call. The darkness has claimed too many already, but you still have a chance. This is why I shout. This is why I cry. This is why heaven shakes your spirit even now. You must not ignore this. Child, do you not feel the trembling inside your chest? That is not anxiety. That is eternity brushing against your soul. Do you not feel the heaviness on your shoulders? That is not weariness. That is the weight of heaven pressing upon you, begging you to decide. Do not silence that feeling. Do not brush it away. It is the voice of God Himself saying, "This is your hour. This is your choice. This is heaven's last call." God says, "Many around you are blind. They laugh, they mock, they walk in darkness thinking they have all the time in the world. But you are not like them. You are chosen. You are marked. You cannot escape the light. You cannot return to blindness without a cost." That is why you are trembling as you read this. That is why you cannot shake this voice no matter how hard you try. Heaven has singled you out. Do not despise the calling. Do not treat lightly what cost the Son of God His blood. The Spirit whispers, if you open, everything will change. If you surrender, angels will surround you, and chains will break so quickly you will not believe it. The pain you carried for years will fall away in a night. The wounds you buried deep will be healed in an instant. The curses spoken over you will shatter. The doors that stayed locked will open. And the destiny you thought was lost will rise up inside you like fire. But the Spirit also warns, if you close, if you resist, if you harden, then the silence after this message will be heavier than death itself. You will remember every word and weep, but the door will not open again the same way. My child, this is not cruelty. This is love that burns too deeply to stay silent. God says, I would rather shake you, I would rather warn you, I would rather cry with fire in my voice, than let you sleep into destruction. That is why I am speaking so urgently. That is why I am not whispering gently now, but thundering, pleading, weeping, because I refuse to let you go without one last chance. Do not look at the clock and say, I have time. Time is a liar. The midnight hour is closer than you think. The line is already drawn. September 1st is not a suggestion, it is a decree. Heaven is waiting to record your choice. The scroll is open. The pen is in the angel's hand. Where will your name be written, among those who opened, or among those who refused? Jesus cries, I long for you. I ache for you. I stretch out my hand again. Take it. Don't resist. Don't wait. Don't drown in silence when you could rise in glory. The night visitation is mercy. It is your rescue. It is your final invitation. Michael thunders, do not say later. Do not say tomorrow. Later does not exist. Tomorrow may never come. There is only now. There is only this moment. There is only this choice. The Father declares, this is heaven's last call. My voice shakes the heavens, my spirit stirs the earth, and all of it bends low toward you. Do not miss it. Do not refuse. Do not close your ears. I am begging you as your Creator, come into the light before it is too late. God says, my child, the fire of my words is not to burn you but to awaken you. You have lived too long in a fog, surrounded by noise that drowned out my voice, but tonight that fog is lifting. Tonight the noise is silenced. Tonight I am speaking directly to your soul. Do not harden yourself against me. Do not say, this is too much. My child, if I did not love you, I would have left you alone. But I cannot leave you. I will not leave you. This is why heaven thunders, this is why Jesus weeps, this is why Michael shouts with a sword in his hand. Because you are not forgotten. You are mine. The Spirit says, this is the hour where truth must strike your heart. Look at your life, see how many times you were spared, see how many times you could have been destroyed but you weren't. Do you think that was chance? Do you think that was luck? No, it was heaven defending you when you didn't even notice. It was Michael driving back the forces that surrounded you. It was Jesus whispering your name before the throne, pleading, give them one more chance, Father, one more day, one more call. And now here it is. The final call. The night visitation. The last invitation before the line is crossed. God says, your destiny is hanging in the balance. The enemy has tried to trap you, silence you, bury you, and convince you that you are nothing. But I, the Lord, say you are chosen. You are marked. Your life is not an accident. You carry a weight of purpose that hell itself has tried to destroy. That is why the battle has been so fierce. That is why your nights have been restless, your thoughts tormented, your heart heavy. It was not because you were weak, it was because you are chosen. And now the enemy trembles because heaven is breaking through. Jesus says, my wounds still speak for you. My blood still cries out. The nails in my hands were not for the world in general, they were for you. I saw your face, I carried your shame, I bore your weight. And still I wait, still I knock, still I whisper, because I cannot give you up. My child, can you not feel His love? Even now, even in your hesitation, He is patient. But His patience is not endless. He warns because the time is nearly finished. Michael declares, I have drawn my sword, and I am not standing idly. The darkness that wanted to take you has been kept back by my hand. I have fought for you, though you never saw it. But the command has come, I cannot fight for you without your surrender. Heaven requires your choice. Open, and I will guard you. Refuse, and I must step aside. I do not want to step aside. I do not want to watch the darkness touch you. That is why I roar this warning into your soul: the midnight visitation is coming. Do not resist it. Child, the Father says, do not think this is exaggeration. Do not think this is poetry. This is decree. The scroll is open. The angels have gathered. The line has been drawn. Before September 1st, your decision must be sealed. Heaven cannot wait forever. My love cries, but my justice also speaks. I cannot allow you to drift endlessly. You must choose. Light or silence. Life or loss. Open or refuse. God says, you already know the truth. You feel it inside you. The trembling in your chest is proof. The tears that want to fall are proof. The weight pressing on your heart is proof. Do not ignore the signs. Do not call them coincidence. That is my spirit bearing witness. That is heaven confirming, this message is not ordinary, it is eternal. It is heaven's last call to you. Jesus cries, when the visitation comes, do not be afraid of the trembling. Do not resist the fire. It is not here to destroy you. It is here to free you. It is here to break every prison, silence every torment, and lift you into the light. If you open, you will feel peace so heavy it will crush your fears. If you open, you will feel chains break without effort. If you open, you will feel love so deep it will drown every wound. But if you resist, the silence afterward will haunt you. Michael shouts, do not gamble with eternity. Do not play with this moment. You think you are strong enough to ignore it, but you are not. No one is strong enough to resist heaven and win. Choose wisely, child, for the line is too close, the hour too late, the visitation too near. God says, I am not far from you now. I am near. My spirit surrounds you as you read. My voice is piercing through every wall you built. My love is stronger than your excuses, stronger than your fears, stronger than your doubts. But you must say yes. You must open. You must let me in. For if you do not, then all that remains is silence. And silence is heavier than death. The Father whispers, I want you. I long for you. I ache for you. Don't turn me away. Don't let the midnight pass without opening your heart. This is heaven's last call. I will not force you, but I will plead with you until the final moment. Choose me. Choose life. Choose light. Before the door closes, God says, "My beloved, hear me now, for these words are dripping with eternity." This is the last pouring out of my voice in this message, and I am pressing it into your spirit so you cannot escape it. My child, the hour is late. The time is finished. The visitation is set. The heavens are stirring, the scrolls are open, and the angels are already watching. Do not close your heart now, this is the moment I have been leading you to all along. Jesus says, "I am nearer to you than your breath." You cannot see me with your eyes yet, but I am here, pressing close, whispering your name, touching your heart. I have walked with you in silence, I have carried you in pain, I have shielded you from what would have broken you. But I cannot wait at the door forever. I cannot knock endlessly without answer. Tonight, the knock is loud, the call is urgent, the choice is final. Do not delay. Do not turn away. Do not refuse my hand stretched out to you. Michael declares, "The line has been drawn. The decree has been spoken. I have stood with sword raised, holding back shadows that wanted to devour you, but I cannot stand forever if you refuse heaven. I am warning you with thunder in my voice. The night visitation is not a dream, not a story, not imagination. It is real, it is coming, it is for you. If you open, I will stand guard over you. If you refuse, I will depart, and the silence that follows will be unbearable." God says, "You wonder what will happen when the visitation comes. Hear me, at the midnight hour, you will feel it. The air will grow heavy, yet your spirit will recognize it as holy. A trembling will fill your chest. You may hear a whisper, you may see flashes of light, you may feel a presence standing near you. That is not fear, that is heaven. That is eternity stepping into your room. Do not run from it. Do not harden against it. Fall to your knees. Open your heart. Call my name. And I will rush in like fire, like water, like peace that cannot be shaken." Jesus says, if you open, everything will change. The chains of your past will break. The curses spoken over you will be silenced. The shame that haunted you will melt away. The wounds you thought would never heal will be touched by my hand and made whole. The future you thought you lost will rise up again. You will walk in light, in freedom, in destiny. And heaven will rejoice, and your name will shine in the scroll of the redeemed. But the Spirit warns, if you resist, if you brush it off, if you close your ears, then the visitation will pass, but it will not pass lightly. The silence afterward will be heavier than anything you have felt before. You will remember this message. You will remember this warning. You will remember the trembling in your chest as you read these words. And you will know you chose to close the door. Do not let that be your story. Child, God says, this is why I speak with such urgency. This is why I do not whisper gently now but thunder and weep in the same breath. Because I love you too much to let you go without one last chance. Heaven calls this your final invitation. Heaven calls this your last call. The line is before you. September 1st is not a suggestion, it is a decree. Before that day strikes, your decision will be sealed. Do not wait. Do not gamble. Do not risk everything for nothing. The Father says, I made you. I formed you. I wrote your days before you lived one of them. I saw your tears, your struggles, your secrets. I saw your failures, your fears, your pain. And still I chose you. Still I called you. Still I sent my Son to bleed for you. Do you not see how loved you are? Do you not see how much heaven values you? Why will you run from such love? Why will you choose silence over salvation? Come to me. Choose me. Let me seal you in my arms forever. Jesus whispers, this is not the end of your life, it is the beginning. If you open, everything will be made new. If you open, I will wash away every stain. If you open, you will never walk alone again. Do not fear me. Fear being without me. Fear resisting the love that is your only hope. Tonight, the visitation is your chance. Do not let it slip by. Michael roars, choose now. Choose life. Choose light. I am shouting so loud into your spirit because I know what awaits those who delay. Do not be like them. Do not be swallowed in silence. Stand in the light. Open the door. Heaven is waiting. God says, my child, this is the last time I will say it in this message. Your time is finished. The midnight visitation is coming. Open before September 1st, for this is heaven's last call. Do not refuse me. Do not close your heart. For I long for you, I ache for you, I stretch out my hand for you. Will you take it? Will you open? Will you choose life? This is the final cry. The angels are waiting. The scroll is open. The clock is striking. Heaven leans low over you. God says,